Alrighty, so this is just a video to show the current status of Vegastrike, and here we go. So we'll load a game, and here's a little bug. The text overlaps, but it's only on these screens, so it's not that bad. I'll pick a mission that has issues. So here I've already visited a different planet and came back, on a second mission, and go to the shipyards. I think I have some slight armor damage and $4 fix, so nice and easy. Dollar, whatever, credits. Everything else works. We can go to cargo facilities quickly, trade some cargo. So liquor, we'll do 1, and value purchased for. So the values you can see here are matching, of course. So we'll do 1 of each. And you can see the weight of the ship increasing a little bit, so that's all good. Main concourse, we'll talk to Janek again, and here the text display is fine, and is just happy that you did actually go and deliver his cargo. So I went to Serenity, came back to Atlantis here, and this finishes up this guy on this mission. So that's pretty good. And so over here I'm called Decalion, right? So we can pop onto the hangar and then leave the planet. Okay, so Serenity behind me, full speed, turn on spec, get out of this gravity well, and straight away Robin pops up, and he shouldn't, because I've popped him off a few times already, but
so you want to learn how to dodge lasers, eh?
he just attacks.
Newbie I've had to put down, and you won't be the last.
I'll just turn off my spec. Sounds work nice, graphics works nice here. Seems to be piloting fine. Shields work on his side. For some reason they dropped off, but that's just how it is. Right. Damage for him works well, and yeah, you can just fire away at him. For some reason his explosion sounds weird. But there's no boom sound. It uses this sound for some reason. Right, let's get back to getting out of here. I just want to put Atlantis straight behind me. Oh, as you can see, my mouse cursor is locked onto the horizon. That's a bit iffy. Anyways, we'll go into travel mode, kick on all of that, and turn on travel mode. So we'll see if we can get away from this planet. Acceleration is really slow. This ship is supposed to pull 6 gravities, which should increase its speed to 125 knots in a second. and then if you cut thrust, it should stop from 125. When you go into travel mode, of course, you've got a lot more speed available. So yeah, that's something else. External views look nice. Shading and all of that works really well. And yeah, your model works really well. Glassy surfaces are glassy. In-flight controls, you can see the jets, the outside views of the jets look really nice. So yeah, model's fine. Okay, I can see I'm shifting that planet now, so planet textures fine, really pretty. I do like the little bit of orange there on the horizon. So now if you hit autopilot, it's supposed to spin you around. I don't want to go to Atlantis, sorry. Serenity. So it does shake a little bit, but of course I'm going in the wrong direction. So let me just spin around here a little bit. Like I say, shading, absolutely great. That works really well. Background images are a bit dated. You can see it's a little bit blocky. So because I've accelerated away from the planet, you can see if I turn off my spec drive, the my speed is 146, but it's in the wrong way. So it's accelerating fully the other way and just being really slow. So we'll wait for that to happen. In any case, I can see my frame rates there in the upper left, so upper right. It's not bad. It's around 100. Sometimes shows 150. Pops up and down. On this menu, everything's fine. Info looks okay. Axis swaps works fine. You can spin this around, but there doesn't seem to be a way of zooming in and out. Yes, there is. You just hold down your middle button. But let's see how this is doing. There we go. We're finally moving forward. So away we go to Serenity. Now we can turn on autopilot. And for some reason that cuts my speed. Why would that be? Okay, there we go. Autopilot. We are underway. And picking up speed. So previously, if you looked at it from the outside, when you were going this fast, your ship would have been stretched, and now it's not stretched. So that's a new one. But yeah, here we are in spec, sailing away to Serenity. And because we are, I believe, at speed, our drives just tick along. There seems to be an issue. So frame rate has dropped. It says 246 there, but there's an issue. Yeah, stutters. I haven't seen this that many times before, so I'm not too sure what that is all about. But yeah, when you're on your navigation, you can actually zoom in on the guy, but there's no can zoom, it can drag, and zoom some more. So this interface works really well. And we'll get to Serenity in a bit. I can see whenever there's a ship destroyed, the game sort of pauses for a bit. I'm not sure what gets updated there, but it doesn't feel like it's a background issue. But yeah, every time a ship disappears, the game freezes. So I'm not sure what that is about. And then the last few times I got to Serenity, there was an immense fire show going on. Now it's in. Oh no! There's still some fire show, and these ships don't seem to be avoiding each other. They just bump into each other, which is sort of iffy. Autopilot gets confused, and you can see there with a bunch of explosions. And that's where Serenity is, 256 kilometers away. So that's what I call the position uncertainty bug. I see it sometimes when I launch from a base, but the base, just for a split second, is somewhere else. You know, it moves along one axis in space, and then I believe the same thing happens when you just come close the first time around. That spec is based on where the thing is. So if it's suddenly far away, you spec past it, and then it pops back to its original position. So that's a little bit of a bug. But anyways, we can spec closer. And without autopilot, it seems to be fixed in space. It doesn't bounce around once you get there. But as you can see, there's a good little fire show going on there, and it's just happened again. So why would it do that? And yeah, I can turn my autopilot on. Luckily, I didn't have opportunity to gain a lot of speed. We'll try and get closer. And then yeah, we'll check out the situation around this mining base, because there are some issues. And there we go. Use our spec drive to sneak closer, as you do. So it does seem to be reacting to gravity. Ooh, that was close. And again, we passed it. How did that happen? You know, it's supposed to have a bit of gravity to it. Oh, yeah, with this mouse cursor, it's kind of difficult judging how much. Let's just turn this into maneuver so we don't get any stupid speeds. But now at least the frame rates are fine. And yeah, let's sneak closer, and this time I'll have my finger on the button. can autopilot a little bit, or take it a few steps by steps. Ooze. Like I say, nice fire show. Hopefully, this time we'll get closer without shooting past the thing. Okay, we can see Serenity, and we can also see these cap ships. Now there's an odd number of them here, and this may just be the save game, but they don't seem to be avoiding obstacles. Of course, it does make for nice visuals, so we'll spin around here. Check it out. Oh, that's like screenshot worthy material right there. But for some reason, those ships explode for a very long time, and then they don't really go away. They or interspec and fly away somewhere else, which is kind of interesting. But what was that about? You know, exploding for no reason. Does make for pretty graphics, but let's see if I can avoid this guy. Yeah, I can see there's another ship inching in there, other cap ship. And I don't know, it looks like a Clydesdale. And I definitely so there's an undamaged one that left the scene. I don't know. Maybe the amount of damage assigned to this thing is not right. But it's a survivor of all things. And what's it doing now? Yeah, that's just going into spec. Oh. Graphics again are absolutely lovely. And I'll ask for a docking. I really love these domes. That's a nice touch. Long distance docking works really well. I like that. Anyway, so here we are. Trade center. You can trade some cargo. And it actually serves me of making a little bit of a profit. I'm gonna sell that one. So making 3-4% profit. So that all works really well. Got a couple of credits there. Upgrade facilities. My ship appears to be undamaged. And that's all pretty good. Alright, so just done there. Landing bay, main concourse. There's the patron, so I can go talk to him and carry on with the mission, do missions. So pretty much everything works. There's a couple of ugly bugs, but there you go. That is current state of Vegastrike. And then, yeah, I've got a couple of save games here that I've used for testing. But we'll exit out of this and call it a day. Thanks for watching.